patient health organization. As defined by the World Health Organization, adherence is following by the recommended medical routine and by a healthcare provider. This communication between provider and the patient can lead to poor adherence due to confusion regarding medication functions. So one way of improving it is the teach-back method as an approach by asking patients to explain what they have learned and from the healthcare provider in their own words. According to Peter et al., year 2015 is also known as the show me techniques. This helps to confirm understanding and correct misunderstanding and for the SOP technical business.
When certain studies have observed considerable improvement on medication adherence when teach-back method is implemented, others have not demonstrated a significant effect. As a result, there is a necessity for additional research to be conducted to know the impacts of it and determine the factors that are responsible for its success. Aside from that, researchers also want to know the ways on how healthcare providers will implement it effectively. Also, to investigate the barriers and the differences between the results of those people who received it and those who did not. Lastly, promote the perceptions of the said participants on the implementation of teach-back method communication. Here's Mr. Manuel for the second slide.
And for the second title, overcoming physical limitations encountered by and its impact to healthcare providers when visiting the elderly patients or introduction. Healthcare providers must provide effective care to elderly patients despite physical limitations such as mobility, sensory impairment, and chronic conditions. And effective care can improve health outcomes, but healthcare providers may face difficulties due to the varying needs of the elderly. For the SOP.
So for the problems that the researchers are trying to accomplish, the first one is what physical issues are observed when treating the elderly patients. And then for the next one is how do the healthcare providers overcome these physical limitations that they have encountered while treating the elderly patients. So this is basically their strategies on overcoming these the problems. And then for the third one, how do physical limitations experienced by healthcare providers affect the quality care? The quality of their care for the elderly patients. And for the fourth statement of the problem, is there ever a relationship between the physical limitations of the elderly patients and their age? Now there are sub-questions for this question, and the researchers are also trying to find whether if there are other factors besides age that could affect it, and do other daily activities that they do or past communal genetics could affect their conditions. And for the last problem, what percentage of healthcare providers experience these physical limitations when treating the elderly patients? So for the third title,
For the third research title, language barriers, cultural differences, technical jargons, and physical or cognitive impairments are the most common communication barriers that can hinder effective communication between patient and healthcare providers. According to the study conducted by Euclid et al. In the year 2021, patients who experience communication barriers are at high risk of medical errors and overall worse outcomes. One effective way to overcome this is by using visual aids. Studies have shown that visual aids can enhance patients' comprehension and ultimately improve patients' outcome, according to the study conducted by Surkadulas in 2006. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to examine the Fishback method as a strategy to improve effective communication and to identify its benefits when using it in education. Yes.
As for the SOP, the Tertius believes that there's a necessity on a comprehensive understanding of common communication barriers faced by our healthcare providers. Additionally, is to determine the connection between the visual aids used by professionals and patient outcomes. As well, furthermore, is to determine the perceptions of professionals to visual aids as an effective intervention on healthcare communication. As well is to identify the pros and cons of visual aids as an effective intervention on healthcare communication. And at last, is to what extent do patients with different cultural and linguistic backgrounds prefers visual aids as an effective intervention in healthcare communication.
That's all.
Research titles. Which one would you like to same question?
The second title.
The second title.
The elderly population continues to grow. Healthcare providers are faced with the challenges of providing effective care to patients with physical limitation and can impact the quality of care provided to the elderly.
Okay, well, it's a good title, but our past panelists would like to suggest the first.
Our suggestion is the first item, and you can use on that. Yeah. So instead of the effectiveness, okay, they use a lot in improving medication adherence among patients. No? So that's my suggestion. Our suggestion actually. And then there are some research questions here that you have to review nyo lang kasi nakapag the effectiveness. Pero don't worry kasi the sense is still there.